all right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. And of course, now that we are reaching the end of this week, we're almost there. We are, of course, on Thursday at the time of this recording. Thursday is a day where we also do our podcast recording and listening to my guests and their stories. This is something that I see as a repeating pattern, and that was what inspired the theme or the topic for today's pod. And today we're talking about, of course, the power of clarity. So, if you are a healer coach, and let's say you've already been on this journey now, you've begun this journey, and along the way, have moments of losing your way, losing the path, and maybe for some of you, you decided that maybe this is not for you, or for some of you, you knew that this path is meant for you, but somehow you don't know what comes next, what to do next. And, as you allow the path to unfold, sooner or later, you're able to step back into a very important element, which is everything to do with clarity. So, this is something that I always ask my students, I always ask my clients. Like, this is one question that you will hear me repeating over and over again, and that is the question is, what do you want? And sometimes we take this knowing, like, oh, I know what I want. We take it for granted because um, you know it's kind of assumed that we know what we want. But the truth of the matter is that most often we're very clear about possibly what we do not want. I do not want a certain kind of clientele, or I do not want to, um, to charge my clients a certain amount of money. So basically the focus will be more on what you do not want versus what you really and truly want. And so, um, as I get to hear these stories and, listen to how these amazing people found their way, it was when they were able to step into that clarity, when they really got specific with what they wanted, that was when things started to shift for them. And I'm sure, if you're, especially like me, a healer coach, someone who is on the journey, and your intention is to, truly live your purpose and, you know, actually like show up every day to make a difference in the lives of others, then this is something that is so important to do, which is to find your clarity, to make it a point to keep checking in with yourself so that you're able to stay super clear about what it is that you want. Whether or not you know how to get it is secondary. What's most important is that you're able to focus on what it is that you want. And I've seen this so often, whether it is, someone who is just starting out or someone who's been doing this for a very long time. When people forget to ask that question, sometimes we can get caught up in our egos. Sometimes we can get caught up in fear. Sometimes we can, um, you know, forget why we started this and why we've decided to do this kind of work. So just another reminder, of course, especially if you are a healer coach, that if you're feeling lost and what you know is what you do not want, and you want a space where you can think again clearly and with a calm, composed mind, then one, of course, is always that you can do it by yourself. The other is it's always a lot more fun when you're able to do it in a community. And at the I Hypnosis Life community, this is something that we do pretty much every single day. Um, so if you're looking to be part of a community, come join us, come experience what happens in the community. And if you find that this way of being is something that you really connect with, then there are tons of programs that are available for you. We have free sessions that happen. This is the complimentary program that happens every Monday and Friday between 6 and 7 in the evening, Indian Standard Time. And then, of course, we have a couple of tracks. We have the foundation track, which is a path to get you started so that you can really go deeper into what makes you really find that clarity that you're looking for in very, very important areas of your life, including your identity, the beliefs that keep you stuck, especially in the context of your toxic habits. And then ultimately, to be able to go beyond the financial blocks that you have and to be able to experience financial or money breakthroughs. So these are things that we focus a lot more, especially nowadays in the community. So come experience this for yourself. And as I said, we have several tracks. We've got the foundation, we've got the advanced track, and of course, we also have the mastery track. So look forward to seeing you there. And as always, if there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out and let me know. And of course, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. Of course, I'll see you in the next one.